Welcome to Ideas Collide in Scottsdale, Arizona. Come on in. And welcome to our podcast studio, or as we like to call it, IC Streaming. Here's our video team setting up for another episode of Let's Talk Business Phoenix, a popular local podcast from the Greater Phoenix Chamber that we've helped them launch and produce. And this is Todd Sanders, the Chamber's president, CEO, and official podcast host. You'd never guess it now because he's an absolute natural, but this is actually Todd's first foray into podcasting.
I don't know that I didn't know what a podcast was necessarily. It was more that I didn't necessarily see the relevancy. But, one thing I've learned in this job over the almost 20 years is that if I'm going to hire the best people, then it's just important to listen. So when they quite frankly came up to me and said, look, this newsletter thing, no one's really reading it. It felt like it was the right time to do something different. And we'd had experience with Ideas Collide.
Let's Talk Business Phoenix is a podcast that has a wide range of topics, all that influence the business community. And our goal is to have those conversations with the change makers, the leaders here in Arizona that are influencing business, whether that's, on the business front or a policy front, a workforce development front, you name it. And we're able to get those top-level voices out to the public. If you would have asked me if we would get the governor of Arizona on our podcast at the beginning, I would have laughed.
We started this podcast off simply at first with just a couple mics and GoPros in a small conference room, but we quickly upped our game to this new space with 1, 2, 3, 4K cameras, overhead lights, background lights and decor, aesthetically pleasing soundproofing, and different seating setups and tables based on what the client's needs and preferences are, all within this newly built studio space here at Ideas Collide.
In addition to that, the marketing side has been something that James and his team have really helped us out with in terms of creating some of those short form videos that we can use for social media and different AI apps that can contribute to some of the social media reels and stories. So there have been a lot of different components that they've been able to help us think about that I think has taken that podcast to the next level. I truly feel like they're part of our team in terms of creating our podcast and what it is today. And I don't think it would have been even close to what we have now if we hadn't had their expertise and their talent.
If I'm going to bring a governor in here, the mayor, the Supreme Court justice, I need to have people that I can trust doing the work with us, because when people come here, first of all, half the people think this might be our office. So they really see these folks as an extension of our team. And so for me, having folks that I trust in the trenches with us when we're trying to do something like this, with people that are leaders in our state and our community is really important. And so I will tell you that they, for me, are a critical component of what we do.
We ended up being like top 10 podcasts in the state of Arizona for all topics within the first 6 months. Now, fast forward to today, we're seeing so much more improvement in our metrics and even sometimes better metrics on the video front. Video is king in terms of marketing. And I think it's so big for podcasts as well.
I think had we tried to do this as a standalone, I don't know that we would have. We'd probably be in that same place. Well, we're going to get to that. I get the feedback out there, which is always nice. I don't think I got a lot of feedback on the newsletter that no one was opening.
We've loved working with the Greater Phoenix Chamber to bring their podcast to life, and we'd love to do the same for you. Contact us today for a free consultation, and let's build your next great podcast together.